Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, brother and sister. Okay, before I explain the electronic component, I first introduce myself. My name is Reza. I am from class Electrical Engineering 3B from Bina Dharma University, Palembang. Component resistor. Component resistor is that have to fit and are designed for the resistance of electricity and electric current. Resistors that have a certain resistance for that can produce an electricity voltage between the two feet where the fall of the voltage against the resistance is directly proportional to the current following, based on the Ohm equation. The type of resistor are including 1. Resistor whose fall can change according to light intensity. 2. VTC, positive temperature coefficient. 3. Negative temperature coefficient. 4. The resistor function limits the electric current following. Function resistor. 1. Resistor function a standard in varying the accuracy of a resistive measuring instrument. 2. Resistor function for controlling in the output voltage on the power supply. 3. Voltage divider resistor function. The second component is component capacitor. Capacitor is device that can store energy in an electric field by collecting an internal imbalance from an electric charge. The capacitor has a unit called the farad, from the name Michael Faraday. The type of capacitor is 1. Capacitor of fixed value and non-polarity. 2. Capacitor whose value is fixed but has positive and negative polarity. 3. Capacitor whose values can be adjusted. This type of capacitor is often called a variable capacitor. Function capacitor is a coupling between one circuit with another circuit. 2. As a filter in the VS circuit. 3. As a frequency generator in antenna circuit. The next component is component dioda. Component dioda are two-fold active components that are generally semiconductor, which allow electric current to flow in one direction and block current from the other direction. There are several functions of dioda, including below. 1. Make a heat sensor, for example in amplifier, as push switch or safety. 2. Make the clamper circuit can provide additional DC particle for the AC signal. 3. Make the voltage stabilize on the voltage regulator. 4. Make a rectifier. 5. Create indicator. The next component is component inductor. This is component inductor. Component inductor or reactor is a passive electronic component that can store energy in magnetic field generated by an electric current passing through it. The ability of inductor to store magnetic energy is determined by its inductance in Henry units. The inductor function is the opposite of the capacitor function, which is useful for blocking direct current. and powering it to DC current, alternating current. The next component is component transistor. Transistor is semiconductor devices that are used as amplifiers, circuit breakers, and current connector, voltage stabilization, and signal modulation. Function transistor. One transistor function as a switch. Two, the function of transistor as an amplifier. Three, transistor function as a logic gate.